incredible afternoon. How are you guys doing? All right, so I wait for the notifications to go out. Oh, let me have the wrong one. Okay, nope. Uh-oh, I forgot to hang up a call. All righty, let's see. I have to change, y'all know I have to go through this and change my privacy settings on here so I can see the questions from my main page. All right, there we go. Back. All right. Hola, 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 hey, hola, oh. So let's get right into it. I break. So I'm hanging out with y'all right now. So whatever questions you have at it. Because this is my little happy place, and I need to be in a little happy place right now. So, help me help you to help me. How are you guys doing? Incredible afternoon. Hey there. Hello there. As Tabitha Brown would say, hey, 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 hey. All right. How are you guys doing this afternoon? I need to share this out too. I almost forgot because I didn't put it in my Facebook groups. I need to share this out too. I almost forgot because I didn't put it in my. All right. Oh, wait, let's just share. I don't have time for all that. Let's just share it out. All right, there we go. After I help y'all, I will be. Wasn't a, rough afternoon, but I know you said this several times, but what's a good printer paper for stickers and such? I have recently been using the Koala brand, or I think it might be under A Sub. They actually have sticker paper and regular paper and stuff too. I pretty much use that one, like more so now. One of the other ones I used to use, it's like papers change so much. So I used to use a different one and I started constantly getting like the pinwheels, even though I'm using like the regular printer. I was constantly getting pinwheels and it wouldn't dry. For our cartridges, the labels on here are the hold on. Ooh. Okay, none of those have labels on them. Alrighty then. Oh, and see none of my West names. But yeah, the labels we use on our West names are And then this was like our first one and label that I made, and it's all messed up now, but it's the ones from, it's either Koala or Asa. I want to say it's called Asa sticker paper or something like that. Not sure if this already got asked. Wait, not sure if I asked this already. I got the first silhouette, but it's not connecting to my computer. Sometimes that used to happen with me. And you have to, uh, if you have like the latest update, where is it? Oh, I have a USB hub. So with the latest one, it doesn't support, a lot of things don't support USB 2 anymore. So if you're plugging it straight into your computer and it just won't connect, you may need to get a USB hub that is a USB 3. So that even though it's going in here and that's a USB 2, the way it's communicating, like through this one, it's USB 3. So that might be the issue. How do you have yourself showing and also showing something on your table or a monitor? I have multiple cameras. I have now I have 4 cameras in here. Some of them are about to get replaced, and I'll probably have, like, even on my heat press, I want one that's coming this way, but I also want one above. So I'm going to end up having two monitors on, two, what those things are, 2 cameras over there. I also want 2 on this table. So like almost every table that I use will end up having 2, a direct shot and an overhead shot. So there's going to be 2 on this side, 2, 2. So that'll be 6. And then the one in front of me will be 7. So I'm about to have 7 in my little space, just so I don't have to keep moving them. And then here it tells you like, I also have like a switcher that I can just go through, and like that's how I used to do it through it's called OBS, Open Broadcast Service System, something like that. And I'm not sure if you guys remember, a little while ago, I used to always have issues with like my internet. I thought it was just the I didn't realize like it was just the internet. I thought it was my system. Hold on. So I have what's called a Stream Deck. So when I use OBS, like, even though it's only 6 keys on here, I can actually have more. Like I like this one because it's smaller. So it's a smaller version. They have one that's a little bit bigger, and I don't have to go, although I'm thinking about getting one of those now that I'm going to have 7 cameras. I probably will get the bigger Stream Deck, but I have this, and when it's on, like I don't even have to look down because I automatically know where it is. Like it will automatically switch. Now through StreamYard, I have to manually switch it. So I go to where it says camera, mic, and I go in and I switch which mic it's on. So it's an interface in here. Although now we have multicam, which I haven't really used. Because they do have this option now for multicam. Or maybe that's always been there. Maybe that's what I mean by the camera, and I can jump down and I can switch it at any point. So I'm going to show y'all what I was supposed to do, but for some reason I can't find the ink. And I was actually going to set this bad boy up today, and I have to figure out where the actual ink is. It wasn't where I thought it was. So that is literally a click of a button, and I switch back and forth. And so my cameras, 2 of them are Logitech, so that I can just switch between those. I use Logi Capture. So it's like a little thing on this Logi Capture, and I can really do more than like, I can do a lot of cameras, because if all of them are Logitech ones, I can have them on there, Logi Capture, and I switch between camera 1 and camera 2 on there. So it's a whole production. Yeah, I don't really plan to use it a lot. For me, it's more of y'all know how I am. I sell a product, they're using it in a specific printer. I want to be able to answer questions about our products. So I'm getting it. I got it so that I can test it from the Sawgrass. Same thing. Like I'm thinking like all Epson printers are the same. At first I was going to get the F170, but some people told me that they have both the F170 and the F570, and they're still different. So I'm like, dang it, I thought I was going to save some money and get the smaller one, but they said it still prints different. So at some point here, I'll get one of the bigger ones, and it'll just be for teaching purposes. She says, dang. Yeah. A lot of cameras because I don't want to keep moving. I don't have someone to go and like follow me around with the camera and move to this spot and all that stuff. So I have to make it as automated as possible. So it costs more money, but and then like the setup is a lot more, especially in this small room. I definitely need to get my studio, but make it do what it do while I can. All right. Hold on. Mm. So I had to answer a question real quick. OBS, Open Broadcast System or Service. Uh, who wants to have that pressed up past 365, LOL, and wait 60 seconds? Exactly. I'll show you. It's a lot to it. I mean, I'm trying to open it now so you can see it, but I don't, that's the other one. Like right now, I'm using StreamYard. This, what you're seeing now, is all StreamYard. Oh, come on, open up. There we go. Cancel. All right, but you're telling me it's open, but you're not launching. I don't know what's going on with that. Launch anyway. All right. So I'll show you what this interface looks like. So like over here, you have to create your scenes. So like this one will be Silhouette Studio, but then like it will go to that one, but it'll show picture in picture. Oh wait, missing files. What is that one missing? I don't know. Cancel. So this is screen. Oh, so it's showing screen 1, which technically should be like this. So there we what the heck? Okay, apply. I don't know. But so yeah, so this is everything that's on screen 1, so it's showing it to me. But then my picture would be small in there too. And then I can show screen 1, which is that's actually screen 2. That's all of you guys over there. So it's showing that one, but also showing this one. And then it's like, well, that camera isn't set up. The 22, no, that's the one that's here. And then that one isn't set up. My virtual camera, and then this one it's a different type of one because I have a frame that goes around it, so it's meant to be zoomed in a different angle. But like when I'm doing stuff on the table, so that's that one, full one with frame. So Oh, come on. There's a frame that goes there, but yeah, it's a lot. Like you have to set up all of these scenes, and then you have to set up the source and every last one of these. Then, like, this is one setup, and then I have to do my Stream Deck, which needs to be updated, and I refuse to update. Remind me later. So then I set up all of the scenes through here. So this is how it comes up on that little thing I showed you. So I'll go here, and then this is a folder. Well, let's see. So this is a folder, and then it says content. So when I click on that one, it shows me all of this. And then this is another folder. I show content, and then that's how I flip through all of them. So some of them will have a folder. I click on that, then I find it there. So it's a whole production. She say, "Oh heck no, never mind." It's a whole production. She's like, "No, I'm good." StreamYard is easier though. What are you trying to do? Like, are you trying to do YouTube videos, teach a class? What are you trying to get a setup for? Are you trying to do a podcast? It's the same thing. So you can go to, like, you click on Amazon that's all Amazon recommendations is. So I can either do an Amazon recommendation where I'm giving you an actual like link to it, and some of the things are in the storefront, and it's just a list. So that's all it really is. So if you go on any of those and it's my Amazon list, that's a storefront. I don't have like a store on there that I sell like HSing products. It's everything for Amazon storefronts are for every, like, for you to market everybody else's stuff. Oh no, I don't teach classes on that. That's not my area. Kind of do like the basic stuff, talk about what cameras I use, but all of that I learned from somewhere else. So if you guys want to invest the time to go to YouTube and watch months and months and weeks of content and take lots of notes, but yeah, that's not my area. My goal is not to try and teach, everything. So I can just kind of show you the basics and let you know what cameras I use. The fact that I have two of these. So there's one here, which is normally over there. But I had to shoot here. So that's there. I just hate that. Like, the one thing about being in a small room is it's really hard to camouflage certain things because it's not constantly like moving around. So this eyesore is here, or you end up seeing. So like with this one, there's a camera that goes here, and there's an arm, but I had to take it off because this was in the way. So there's an arm that goes here that looks somewhat like this one, and it comes all the way out, and that's the overhead shot for here. And then this one is another arm that goes here, and it shoots there. So that's one. And then, so I have two of these, which are called key lights. I have a small ring light here because this Logitech camera requires a lot of light. If I take these off, another thing, I'm like, wait a minute. My lights are controlled by my phone. So I go on here and I can turn that one on. I can turn both of them off. So you see how the light changes if I take this off? It's super, super dark in here. Even though it's not dark in here, it looks dark because this camera needs a lot of light. So if I turn these on, it's all about lighting. So now I'm only lit from one side. So it looks kind of weird. But now, well, first, also, let's turn this one off. So you see how that also changed. This one is on, so it's not that bad, but you're never supposed to let light come into your camera. So I turn that one off. Still, now I have a shadow on this side. You can see the shadow, like this dark right here. I turn this one on because this one isn't on my phone yet. And now it balances out. See, now it's not a dark shadow here. And this camera requires a lot of light. It's because even if I turn off, which, look, don't call me bougie, okay? I have a remote control for my light up there too, if I can find it. Oh, wait, I don't know where my remote control went. But I have a remote for my light up here too. I wish that can be controlled by my phone. And if I turn that one off, it looks dark too. So it's a lot. Oh, okay. So no, with that you can. I mean, so on that one, it's just the. All right, let me share this screen with y'all. Hold on. So stop share, share screen, share screen. I'm going to share this one. So for you to do that, all you have to do is put your, so you said, I wanted to see myself in the corner and my table with me working. So with this right here, whenever you're sharing, okay, so if I have more than one person, it'll be like this. It's just me. So it's just like this. And then if I go here, it will put however many participants. Our picture would be small here. So if somebody else is on with me, if I go to this one, it flips it to where this picture is bigger and then the screen share is small over here. And then you have, oh wait, I guess if you're not sharing a screen because you want an overhead, you want an overhead one. Yeah, I just realized that. Yeah, there's no picture in picture. What you could do is, well, I'll show you how you do that. You'll join StreamYard from your phone. So if I go on here and StreamYard, ooh, another shipment. So actually, yeah, so it's not this one, but here I can put myself down here when I'm sharing my screen and then you can still see me. But for what you're wanting to do, log in. I gotta now get the log in for this. All right. So on here, I'm going to join. I'm going to enter the studio. I'm going to, now I have to, like, if you're going to do it from your phone or your tablet, or you're going to use that as, you're going to use, oh, well, I should that. If you're going to use your phone as, you'd have to have your phone to where you're joining from that source so that that can be your overhead. If you want it as a camera, you're going to have to basically open up another window. Oh, you know what? I should have did it that way. I can open up another browser and enter the studio from that one. And then that, so like with that, it's a lot for it. But I'm going to go and I have to make sure that there's no audio coming from my phone. And then I'm going to put the camera here. Enter the studio. So see now, oh, there we go. And so you won't be able to do it where it is like you're in the corner, not from this one. Cause yeah, there's no picture in picture, but you can either do an even one. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do a picture in picture. I just thought about that. You can do picture in picture, but it's like both of us would be like, both cameras would be from a screen share. So yeah, you would have to do OBS for that one. And now I'm going to leave here. There we go. So now that one's gone. Right. Just wanted to be sure to use your affiliate. Thank you so much. And I like to browse storefronts for things I might not have thought of or something like that. Like I really don't I'm not gonna lie. That's like let me tell y'all something. I know you guys might think that it's like an easy thing to do some of this stuff, but it really isn't. The amount of work that it takes, even when you have a team, because my team doesn't really know about like all the craft stuff. So you have to have, when you have your storefront, I have like I have an Amazon business account. So I have to go and find it and then put it on the list. Most times when I'm just shopping on Amazon, I'm using just my regular Amazon because that had Prime. So then I have to try and go to a specific one, which is Amazon Business, because you can't really connect them like that. So I have to go to the Amazon Business and then go. So it's like doing it twice. So I have to go find something. I have to go into a whole nother, like I have to go to my computer, go find it again, make sure it's the right one. Because, you know, you can search something on Amazon and then it's like not the same thing. So then I have to add that to the list, and it has to be on my Amazon business account, which is for Soulaholics Anonymous. So that's one way. And then when I have to create the actual links, when you guys are asking for stuff, I have to go in, find it. There's a little thing at the top. It gives us a link. So I can either leave the short link that says Amazon, or I take the long link. I take it over to another system so that I can label it, because when you just do the short link, it's just a short link. I take the extra step to type it out to say, okay, Amazon Sublimation ear to ear mask 1, koala glossy photo paper, acrylic keychains. So that you guys can see it and know what you want. Like when I'm like doing a list of things so you can see it, that's a whole nother step. And then I have to go and put it on my link tree or put it on a list for you guys to see. So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I don't really put a lot in my storefront. Only when I actually need it. It's a lot of and it's some stuff that just never made it because I just ordered it and I just never made it like that unless someone specifically asked, and then I'll put it on there. You really don't get a lot from Amazon. Like I used to trip about it. Like you have to really, really have like where everybody you know is using your link. And I know that's not realistic because most of you follow other people that have links. So, you're not going to always use my link because you might, be following other content creators. So it's really like you have to like have it where people are just on there and you have a very big reach, because Amazon really gives you pennies, like pennies on stuff. It's not like when you have an affiliate with someone like all my other affiliate links, and they are very specific and they'll say for every sale, you'll get 3%, 5%, 8%, 10%, 20%. It's not like that with Amazon. It's very random. So some stuff, someone can go and spend $100 and you're going to literally get like 2 cents from it. It's just crazy. She said, that's a lot of work. It is. In the Photoshop one, I teach the essentials. I do not go through showing you guys how to design an all over shirt. My girl Shannon over in Innate Labs, she somewhat kind of gets you started because she has templates, and that's an easy way for you to learn about Photoshop, like as far as like actually designing, because she makes it really easy. But I teach you the essentials. So I'm going to show you like what I'll just kind of go over real quick. This is a serious therapy moment for me. So at this point, you're probably going to get stuff that I normally teach in class, but I have to do it. I have to clear my mind. So y'all are going to get stuff that I probably normally would not do online. It's normally in a class, but yeah. All right. So like when I go through mine, I'm going through things like, I kind of go through some icons. Certain things you guys don't need to know. Like I don't teach it like actual photoshopping. When you're using like your blur tool and your burn tool to change colors of like flowers and stuff, or if you're going to try and take out blemishes. I think I somewhat showed the clone tool because that you may end up needing that when you are editing photos and stuff. So whenever you have like Photoshop really does teach you what things are. Like Photoshop teaches you how to use Photoshop, but you got to get in there. Most people are intimidated by it because they're not in there. So like when you go to clone and you hover over it, it's telling you click on one, and then once you move on somewhere else, it's cloning exactly what you're going over. So it's telling you what to do. If you go to your brush tool, it's telling you to brush, only thing like from here would be, okay, is it a small brush? Is it a big brush? The different types of brushes. So I kind of go over that. We go over layer styles. The one thing I like about Photoshop is, whatever layer style you have on here, like you can easily change the word. And it stays with everything. So the shadow, the line, if it was a gradient fill, if it was embossed or whatever, all those different layer styles, they stay on it. Now, if I were to do this in Silhouette, it's better to not have things as text in Silhouette, because a lot of text slows it down. So you end up converting it to path. And then that's when you add your offset to it. You add your shadow, you add this, you add that. So let's say you now need to change it to someone else's name. Well, you have to do that all over again because you can't just do layer styles. So Photoshop is really good for that because you don't have to worry about constantly changing it. Like, it just stays that way. A lot of people, once they get comfortable with like chip bags, you can easily change out a background, add certain things to it. You can have the same background and then it's a different kid, different birthday. You just click on it, you just change out their name. So that's why a lot of people like Photoshop for things like that, because you can easily maneuver through it. But yeah, my essentials, I go over it, and it's just the same way I do with essentials to Silhouette Studio. I go on the icon. Okay, this is what its function is. This is how you use it. Am I showing you an actual design? No. I'll put her name up. It's Innate Lab. Actually, I'm not sure if it's Lab or Labs, but her name is Shannon with one N. Wooden. Oh, I think I spelled it wrong too. Hold on. I think I did spell it wrong. Hold on. Let me see. What did I spell it on there? Oh, no, I did spell it right. Yeah. Let's see. And that's why you're the professor. Oh, thank you, Lady Lydia, Miss Lydia. Thanks, Shakia. Don't know where I'd be if I hadn't found you. You help me mentally during this time, as well as teaching me. Y'all know y'all are helping me mentally as well right now. Teaching me so much on using Silhouette. Yeah. And y'all are really helping me mentally. Keep from having a breakdown. Let's see. Yep, she is. You'll learn more about like smart objects, which I use. I'm not a fan of them. Like, I use them for certain things, and like for graduation stuff, if you're using that, smart objects really do come in handy, but sometimes they are annoying when you want to make a quick change. And it's like, okay, nope, you can't. Nope. What the heck you mean? Oh, it's a smart object. So then you have to go in that one and then fix it over there and then save it, and then it changes and like all that stuff. Because that's how I do my mock-ups and like for my shirts and stuff, because you have where it actually curves around it and all that kind of stuff. It's like mapped out. It's a lot. How one person used Photoshop, somebody else is going to use it a totally different way. I've used and have 6 brands of paper. I use yours and never look back. Can't wait to put out a comparison video this spring. Aw, thank you. Hey, husband. Is he there? Husband. Husband. Even. Oh, I just need a drink. I need ice and a drink. He could have answered me and said I'm on the phone. Any questions, guys? I am here to help. And at this point, Again, it's help therapy for me. So you're liable to get any question answer right about now. Charmaine, you gotta be careful. You know, Facebook like to play games when you use certain words. Don't get in Facebook jail. They saw was Animani was on the camera the other day. MJ, I think those who were in my Zoom, well, I think a recent class, somebody they probably saw MJ. I think no, that was afterwards. I don't know. Like MJ just goes to his rooms. Animani's been on recently. Um, better now. Better now. Um, if you had to do it all over again, would you still do what you do? Abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. And I literally would still do everything, all the good, all the bad, all the different jobs I had. Because if not, then I couldn't do this. I think what makes me very different and very unique is the fact that I have a very diverse background in so many different areas where it's very helpful for what I do now. So just being in the military, discipline and no discipline, because I was the rebel. Like I was in the military, but I was still Shakia, you know? So I always went against the grain. And some people love me for it, some people hated me for it. Some TIs love me for it. And it's like, dang, she's fearless. But then others like, I'm so tired of you trying, like, I'm so tired of you trying me. And I'm looking at them stir shading out. Okay, and what? You done so I can go eat? They look at me just like, goodbye, Airman Lavelle. Goodbye. So it's like, it's truly a blessing and a curse. So just different things I learned in the military, my job in the military, to where when I'm talking about, I think you guys appreciate the fact of like the work that I put in to understanding printers, understanding paper, understanding technology. And that just, well, it started before I went to the military, but that just comes from the fact that I used to fix radios, like taking stuff apart, following schematics, so I can break things down. Then to like even in high school, I worked in radio, so just seeing that and advertisements and knowing how to kind of word stuff, and um, you know, for my event planning side, I worked at a college and I ran basically the banquet hall center there. So then when I really was doing like my own thing, um I understood layouts and, then working at the arena, seeing warehouses full of stuff. I'm not intimidated by having a business where you see like all of this stuff. Running a stand where you have a boat for French fries, it's a different one for a burger, then it's a different one for a chicken sandwich, or if you're going to do a hot dog, that's so it's like all of those different things and being able to manage those before I manage my own business. So I wouldn't change anything. Like I would not change anything. I am as successful as I am because of each and every experience, each and every heartbreak, each and every trial, each and every triumph. Like I wouldn't change anything, and I would still do it again. Um. Wait, I think I had that one on the screen, but I was answering that one. I'm not sure. But how do you feel about DTF worth adding to a sublimation business? Worth adding to a sublimation business. There are two totally different things. If you're saying, is it worth adding to my customs business and making custom items, that's a little bit different. But if sublimation is working for you and you are quite busy with it, I don't see the need to add on things that you don't need to add on, unless it becomes a bigger demand. If you have not gone to where you have ordered, let's say you order DTF transfer. Somebody wants something, okay, you can't provide it. You're ordering transfers. So you are able to put the design together. You're going to order the transfers and you're going to apply them. So let's say now that business picks up. Yes, when you're ordering the transfers, if someone's not local to you, you have to pay for shipping. Then that cuts into your cuts into your profit a little bit. But if it's something that's picking up, it's like, okay, I'm doing, I'm having order after order after order after order. Then you may consider getting your own. But then you have to remember you have to consider the fact that you're not just getting it to make your own transfers, or like before, someone else can do those because they're maintaining it, all that stuff. They send it to me while they're printing it out and packaging it up. I can be working on other orders, especially if you're by yourself or you don't have a lot of help. But now when you go and you're putting this and you're doing it directly in-house, yes, you may gain a few more dollars in profit, but what are you also sacrificing? Time. Because now you have to be the one to go and send it and print it and make sure that it's still, whatever, like it's printing out correctly. You kind of have to check it a little bit. You're the one that's going to have to put the adhesion powder on it and then cure it. Okay, well, does your space make it for where you can have an actual, some people put them in a convection oven. Some people have like an actual, the bigger companies have the actual conveyor dryer. Some people will rig up their heat presses to kind of hover over it. Or if you have like a Hottronics, that kind, you can bring it over, you can hover over it. Then you have to go and temp it to make sure it's to the right temperature. It has to be cured at the right temperature, so that when you put it on there, it peels off. If you're doing methods where you're using a heat gun, like that's too much time. Like if you're running a business, nobody have time for that. The purpose of business is to be able to do more things efficiently in pretty much the same amount of time that everyone else has. We all only have 24 hours, and we got to eat, sleep, and poop sometime during that 24 hours. But you're trying to do all this stuff, and it's just you. So why not do transfers? It's some people are like, okay, but I'm not going to make any money. For me, the majority of my money, like when I'm looking at certain things, it's off of my designing. I add design fees. And everything else is just kind of like, and my labor and everything else is kind of like extra. So if it's going to cost this amount for a transfer, that's what I'm charging my customer for the transfer. I'm never losing because I have a formula when I'm calculating that accounts for my time, it accounts for my labor, it accounts for my heat press, it accounts for my designing. So me buying that, if that's what they want, it's a DTF transfer. That's what you want. This is the cost. I do screen print transfers all day long. I mean, like a lot. I'm not trying to get a whole screen print setup. I can design mine, send it off, and see them. They're not doing a lot of like the traditional screen print stuff. They have bigger equipment and automated equipment. If I do it myself, I don't have these big equipments. Guess what I have to do? I don't have the little machine to automatically go and burn the image. So I have to go in and, either separate it in Photoshop. I have to be the one to print it out, create all these different screens, I have to do my emotion later, let that dry, go ahead, put my image on it, put it in the Lightroom, so it can go and get light on it. So you can expose it. Then you got to spray out where the light burned into it at. So you got to spray that out so it leaves that open. Then of course you got to go and then you let it dry. Then you got to put it on your screen printing press. You're going to have to register it and all that kind of stuff. Do a bunch of tests. Well, actually, I'm sorry. First, you got to tape it off. Then you got to do a bunch of registration, put your ink on it, do a couple test prints and all that kind of stuff. That's too much. Yes, I know exactly how screen printing works. I did it in high school. So now I'm like, no, let me holler at these screen print transfers real quick. Y'all can do that. I have no desire to do screen printing. I will literally save a couple cents profit wise, but it's going to cost me more in time. No, I'm good. How do you manage your time? That's literally my biggest struggle. I don't have a 9 to 5. am up when my kids are up, get them ready for school. Once they leave, I am in this office from about 8:45. If I have, kind of go out, eat lunch, go sit with even stuff like that. Um, and if I'm doing a class, I try and block stuff out. I have a million and one notebooks, a million and one planners to try and figure out how to block time out. Like right now, this is not on my schedule, but I needed therapy. Like I just needed a release. I needed to not be in my thoughts because, I was ready to commit a crime. And having help. Like I don't, all I have to do is promote and show you guys how great our products are. That's it. I don't have to ship them out. I don't have to pack them up. I don't have to ship them out. None of that. I don't have to deal with that part of it because that is that is the part that my husband handles. That is in this partnership. That is his part of it. Y'all saw me get fired from the fulfillment center. I mean, I gave my 2-second notice before I could get fired from the fulfillment center. And I get, last time I was in there, I was talking junk. And what y'all said to me, don't get kicked out. So hell no, that's him and his team. I don't deal with that. So it makes that part a little bit, easier. I have my mom, I have people that will help me not have to think so much because I bounce ideas. So where I would fester in like a lot of ideas and spend more time doing it, having a team of people, is you can't do it alone. I did it for many, 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 many years where I tried to do a lot of things myself and it's just not possible. I'm never trying to be hard or make it seem like your dreams are not attainable. But at the same time, if someone is telling you, this is where I've been doing this, and it ain't easy. Despite what other people saying, it's not a matter of not trying to encourage you or being negative. That's not positive. It's real. Like where my son, Christmas time, when I took that break, like when I take that break at Christmas time, and then I come back basically New Year's, my son said to me, "Oh, well, it was good while it lasted." That hurt because there are times where I miss putting them to bed. You miss certain things because it's like you're working or you're stressed out. You snap at them because you're just stressed out. You got so much going on. You're on deadlines. It ain't easy. And then when you're doing it by yourself, dealing with customers and you're trying to make all these, this is why I know y'all are watching all these groups and it's like people are doing all this great stuff. They got this design, that design. You do know that you are what makes your whatever you're doing successful, not all the designs. If you're not there yet, you can literally how many businesses are built off of one thing? Nike is built off of a freaking check and the word Nike on the same color shirts that you guys can go in any store and buy. Yet, because you are crafters, we are creators, we feel like we have to keep reinventing and keep changing and keep changing and keep changing and wonder why we're not going to reach the level of success as some of these other companies that are t-shirt companies, shoe companies, because you are trying to make it different every single time and it's just you or maybe one or two people. You want to be able to reach something that you're not ready for. I love all y'all who follow me, but some of y'all are not ready. It's not easy money like people make it out to be. Some of you guys need to truly understand turning a hobby into a business or a side hustle. Some of you guys skip the hobby. A hobby is something that you were doing before you made any money. Some of you guys go into this and it's like, I just want to get into it to make money. And it's going to be a very steep uphill battle because you're not trying to do something that you learned and you had a passion for. I know how to do it. Now I can make it a business and I'm not learning along the way. I got an order. How do I do this? I used to try and help so much. And because I felt bad when they're like, okay, no one wants to help me. But do you know what you wrote? I have an order for this. How do I do it? Okay. Makes no sense. Where do I find the video that teaches you how to make SVGs in Silhouette? Okay. This is a loaded question, right? When you say an SVG, what is it that you're trying to make? There is no where do I find the video that teaches how to make SVGs? Everything that you design in Silhouette Studio, when you're typing it, you're creating shapes and all of that, it's an SVG. The only thing that's not an SVG is if it's a JPEG and you're just doing a trace and detach. But if I were to go and I were to create someone that looks like me, I'm going to draw out the hair, the shape of the face. I'm going to do the eyes and all of that. That's an SVG. If I type out my name, a word, that's an SVG. It's a vector file. Vector just means that it has paths. There are no pixels in Silhouette. So every single thing that you do in Silhouette that is not a JPEG or a PNG, like file that you're bringing in, is an S. It has the potential to be an SVG. SVG is simply a file format, scalable vector graphic. You know, when it goes .svg, .doc, what is it, Excel, whatever that one is, .studio, .3, whatever, .ps, EPS. It's just a file extension. Shopify, how to get texts and emails out to customers. You're going, Shopify does have a email marketing. It's very, very simplistic in the way that their email marketing is set up. I am a Shopify partner. I was a part of the first ones to test segmentation. Shopify is making strides. Like, think about it. Shopify is, oh, I'm sorry. The reason why I needed my therapy, something happened, and in that statement, God just revealed something to me. So, okay. Shopify has been around for a really, 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 really long time, right? Before I have Klaviyo, you have Privy, you have all these different things that they are external email marketings, SMS marketings, and things like that. So Shopify had kind of an email type thing in there, but it's real basic. Now you can go and you can segment out people and you can create your flows right in Shopify. Shopify has been around for how long? And now they're just able to add that to their platform, you know? When it came to the shipping manifest, a lot of people would avoid Shopify shipping because there was no shipping manifest or an end of day like printout or scan. So they would go through like the pirate ships because you can get one of those. And basically what that is at the end of the day, or whenever you're ready to do like your shipments and stuff, if you have a bunch of shipments, the postal service isn't going to necessarily scan every single one of them. And we were having a lot of packages. We just drop them off, and some will get scanned, some wouldn't. And until they scan it, it's like almost like we didn't drop it off. Now we stand by the fact that if you order before 3 p.m., we're sending it out the same day. No ifs, ands, or buts. Order before 3, it goes out the same day. But it looks, well, where's my order? Baby, we sent it. I can't control what USPS does. But then they had the shipping manifest. So now whether we take it there, they come pick it up, they scan that, and if it's from anything from 5 to 5,000 orders on it, it scans it and it basically says that they have picked up all of these, they are in their possession. Then they have to do another scan once they move it. Shopify just got that maybe a couple months ago because I was a part of the beta testing for that one as well. I'm a part of the beta testing for the segmentation and the flows. Like you can now create certain things in Shopify. So like they're a big company. So it's like you got to, sometimes you got to crawl before you can walk. And if a company like that knows that they can't do everything, and do they kind of somewhat like you got these companies that's using their platforms and they're charging you money. Like I pay money for Klaviyo, but now Shopify's like, okay, within your plan, you can do this before you are ready to scale up to that one. So you can definitely do it right there as far as sending out emails. Now, SMS messages, Shopify does not have anything like that right now. So you're going to have to pay for one of those services. There's quite a few of them. I still use Klaviyo. I don't really send out a lot of messages like that. It's crazy. And I definitely probably have the wrong mindset, right now, them things get on my nerves unless I really, 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 really need something. They don't make me jump up and want to go to the store because they send them every single day. Now I have some people that, some stores, and they don't send them every day. And I'm like, okay, this must be something important. And that's kind of how I do mine. I don't send out and bombard people. I literally had to abandon my main email because I'm sick and tired of seeing people's email marketing and my phone, like all these darn text messages. So I'm probably definitely think it might hurt my business at the bottom, my bottom line, because I'm not sending out a lot of emails. When I do send them out, I see the numbers. It has a great ROI, return on investment. But I don't send out a lot of text messages. So some of the ones are just text message services by themselves. I don't have. I'm okay with having it just within my Klaviyo setup. And so I do it pretty much the same way I do an email. And because I know that one, it's a lot faster for me to do it in there. So I pay, and they're two separate. You pay a price for the email marketing. You pay a price for the SMS marketing. Now that's one. I love y'all. I can't give you too much on that. Too many eyes watching who gonna try and put it in a program, and I ain't got time for it. Exactly. It was all a learning curve and experience, which is what has made you an amazing person you are today. Oh, thank you. My profession before this was a CNA for over 20 years, and trying to manage and balance everything is a struggle. As far as doing an all over, it was a learning curve and experience, which how do you make as far as doing all over, it was a learning experience that made you the amazing person you are today. Oh, thank you. Wait, you came and watched from both places. Oh, thank you, Miss. I'm like, wait a minute, that's Lady's name again. I really, really appreciate all that you do to help us. You are a godsend. My question to you is, how do I achieve a brighter red? Is it truly the ink? I'm trying to use up what I have, but I may need to get HS sooner than later. Is it a pre-made design, or is it a design that you're putting the color in? Thank you for that nugget of having help. Did you know you are loved and appreciated? You bring more than business info. You bring a place of peace in the. I came on here to avoid crying. Don't do this to me. You make it fun and memorable. Kudos to you more than you know. Don't do this to me. That is my biggest confusion. How are you going to get an order for something you don't know how to do? Exactly. I just don't get that. My shirt making came from me dealing with someone that was so unprofessional that I used to order from. I'd literally be in her house waiting on her to start and finish my shirts when it was time to pick them up. At that point, I decided I'm doing it for myself. And that's the thing. So making shirts, right? So making shirts is different than selling shirts. I kind of was from the same place too. One, I'm picky as crap, and I ain't like a lot of people's designs. So I try to give them the benefit of the doubt and let them do it. And I'm like, okay, look, I ain't got time for this. So I ended up doing it myself because I didn't get my cameo. To do heat transfer vinyl. Transparency moment, my very first time using vinyl. I didn't know to mirror and flip it. Like, I'm like, okay, what is this? And I quickly learned to watch the video. And I did, I'm like, okay, this isn't right. Well, I watched a video of just someone weeding, right? And pressing it. No one was really showing like the cutting part, which now I don't do as many shirts, so I don't really show that. But before I was showing like putting it down. I have this whole video. This is how you load the vinyl with a mat. This is how you load it without a mat. because when I first got into this, no one was really showing it. Like they would show the design. They probably show like a sped up video of it. They'll show weeding it. First time I did vinyl, I cut on the plastic side, and I'm like, this ain't cut through. I'm like frustrated. I went back, and I think I may have found like one video that barely had views to it, and I was like, oh, okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. And yeah, so I first time screwed the heck up. But I ended up making those shirts for who did I make shirts for the first time? I don't know if it was myself or I think one of my cheer parents. And then the first time I made screen print shirts, they're still in my garage. Baby, them things crunchy. I know, like, and then no. So the first shirt that I made, that was kind of like screen print type deals. I made it with freezer paper, and like, because I've always used like puff paint and stuff, like fabric paints and stuff, but I wanted one that was like screen print, and I did it with freezer paper. And you use regular acrylic and you mix fabric medium in it. So that was like a science experiment, trying to figure out how much fabric medium to put in there. Man, I tell you, that shirt was crunchy. And I was very ambitious the very first time. I've showed it before. Next time I go live, come on live, I'll remember to go get it. But I want to say it was either 2 or 3 colors, and it was with freezer paper. And then I learned about doing the screen print transfers, and I brought the one kit, and I'm like, this is nothing but a frame. So then again, me just being the researcher that I am, going back to high school and all that stuff, I ended up doing like screen print ones. And I made it for my cheerleaders. But even with that, like, I was like, okay, what the heck is this? I didn't let it cure properly, all this different stuff. So I ended up making them heat transfer vinyls. I think that's probably was the first one I did. I'm like, this isn't working. And then I figured it out so that my babies can be cute. But I didn't start using heat transfer vinyl with my Cameo. I did straight paper crafting and straight print and cuts, really. I never keep my customers waiting, even though some of them have. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I've kept customers waiting to where something will go wrong. Like they're coming, and I try to do better, but I'm not gonna be that person. Say I haven't. Like I've been on here with y'all, and I'm like, okay, they at the door, and I go and have to finish pressing it and get it out the door. Like, so I've been that person. I'm still that person sometimes. Yeah. Some use places don't scan as they go from location to location. I just opened my 7840 printer. I was going to use the chips that came on the cartridges that came with it. So, if you have not seen my video, I have videos for everything. I have a full breakdown of how. Now, do I show you step for step? No, because look, my husband told me I got to stop buying printers for y'all because there's nowhere else for them to go. If it was up to me, I would have. I'm about to say something, and I guarantee somebody gonna end up doing this because I don't have the space to do it. But I would literally have a printer room of every single printer, show you how to convert it, how to work everyone, and like literally have all these printers. But my husband's like, you're not buying another printer. Where I was in Best Buy, I was about to buy another one because I use mine for pigment ink. I was about to buy another so I can show like step for step how to do it for sublimation. I don't need another sublimation printer. I have 2, about to do another one. I don't need another one. I'm not doing production like that. I don't run a sublimation business like that. It is something that aids, in my business, not just teaching you guys. It makes it really easy for me to make items for people, but it's not like my main thing, or where I'm just pumping out like just sublimation stuff to where I need to have 3-4 different printers. I need to have a big printer. Like, I don't run just a sublimation business, so I don't need all these printers. Now, pigment ink printers, I needed 2 of those because that I go through so much of it, especially when I'm doing graduation fans. Like, I have to have 2 printers that can print out 2 jobs at the same time, or 2 print jobs. So I wish I can do it, but I can't. But I have a video, right? My recommendation. Are you ready? Can you write it down? Or I'm going to tell you. The timestamp on this is 1 hour, and we're going to wait till it gets to 5 minutes. Come back to 1 hour and 5 minutes if you cannot write this down. I'm going to wait for it to get there. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. 5 minutes. Okay, hour, 5 minutes. You want, I don't care what anyone else tells you, start with the Epson cartridges, not taking the chips off. You're going to put those Epson cartridges in there. You're going to go through every single setup process, set up your Wi-Fi, do your test prints, all of that. Once you do that, you're going to do an ink cartridge replacement, and you're going to take all of the cartridges out and put them off to the side. You're going to take your refillable ones. They should be filled already with ink. You don't have to really prime them because they don't have the circle in the middle. You're going to take those, make sure that, if you didn't buy them from us, which I don't know why you wouldn't buy them from us, make sure they have chips on them. You're going to put those in the printer. The new printers automatically do an initializing or a print head cleaning once you do a once you say ink cartridge replacement. So this old one, it'll say ink cartridge replacement complete, but it doesn't automatically run the print head cleaning. When you go to print, it's going to run it, or you can do it yourself manually. The new one will automatically do it. So it's going to go and it's going to run and initialize it. That's your first one. Then you're going to, actually, you know what? No, scratch that. I did change it. Well, I'll do this way. It'll do an initializing. Then you will do a print head cleaning on it. That's going to push out any residual pigment ink, because that's what's in those cartridges, pigment ink. Once it does that, you do print head cleaning, do a nozzle check. It's printing out. You're good. You're ready to start subbing. You're going to print. At some point, one of those colors will say cartridge not recognized. That means that particular one, that chip has now reached 0. The chips are single-use chips. You can't reset them. Once it does that, you have to then, you can do one of two things now. You can take the chip off of the Epson cartridge. You're going to have to modify, like this little thing here. The Epson chip doesn't quite fit on it. Don't use glue, people. Don't use glue. As long as you're not moving it around, it should be fine. It's not, you kind of get it on there, put it in there. It's there. Like, you're not moving it around. But you're going to have to modify it a little bit with a blade and cut off some stuff and put the chip there. Put it back on, like take off the clip that's on there. Fix this, put this clip back on. Put it in there. That one will print. Another one may go out. You're going to do the same thing. Once that Epson chip is finished, and it's that time, once the Epson chip is finished, it's going to actually give you a warning, low ink warning and all that stuff. And it's going to say the cartridge is like finished. Like, it's going to say cartridge empty or something like that. Then you take the replacement chips, and this is when you start to use your replacement chips. Now, that's if you want to get the prints out of your Epson chips, your Epson cartridges. If you don't plan to have a lot of these on hand for troubleshooting, if you leave your Epson cartridges and don't use the chips, if you have like major issues and they're not, like, it's not working, you can use the Epson chips, like the Epson cartridges, to help you troubleshoot. So let's say you are having like all these lines, they're never clearing up. You push the air through, it's not, put the Epson one on there. If the Epson one goes through like maybe 2 pre-head cleanings and it's clear, that means your cartridge is bad because an Epson cartridge is working. So now you have to order a new refillable cartridge. Cartridges don't last forever. Y'all saw yesterday, my magenta, it messes up. Like, they don't last forever. So you might need a new cartridge. If you use those chips, you may end up having to go to the store just to buy a set of Epson cartridges to test. You can either go buy an extra set or you can use a set they gave you. Make sense? So you have to choose how you want to do that. I don't like getting business texts, so I don't send them to my customers. Emails work. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Um, do you have a class on how to manipulate or create rhinestone designs in Silhouette Studio Designer Business Edition? I have some intermediate knowledge, but I feel I can get better. I don't really do rhinestones. Silhouette Studio is not the greatest. There are programs that will have certain things where you can, like, when you have overlapping ones, it will automatically weld those, like rhinestone worlds, it would overlap, it will weld any that are overlapping. It has a certain way of, like, putting the stones within a certain field, and if you need to like offset and all those things. So it's other programs are a lot better. Silhouette Studios Rhinestone is really for basic things. Or basic shapes or simple shapes. So you can take like let me see. Let's find a unicorn. Um Silhouette's probably going to shut down on me. I'm letting y'all know that now because I got Team Too Much open. But I don't really teach it like that. Let's go here. This was actually, you know what? I'm actually okay with it being like this because of what I'm going to do. So we're going to trace this. You have to turn everything into a vector file. So we're going to trace it. I'm going to release compound path. Uh-oh, wrong thing. I keep doing the wrong one. All right. I don't know how I want to do that one yet, so I'm just going to put those as black. And then this is the yellow one. So you have to set it up like this first. And then you can easily take like all of this. I'm not going to do this or this. And this is supposed to be pink. And you can, I see a lot of people, they do these individually. And I'm always looking at them like, why y'all doing this stuff individually? Like they'll do each section. I'm just going to fill it. And it depends on like the size of it. You have to figure out like your stone size. But let's make this a little bit bigger. Oh, actually, this is I'm sorry. I'm in millimeters. Let me change back to inches. So it's like 5 inches. So we're going to make it bigger so it can be more stones. And so you literally can do all of your stones all at once. And then if you need to adjust it, like this one probably would work better as like a radial, and you can change the spacing. So this one works out, and there's not a lot of overlap because I did not need the black in here. It's because I traced it and I had just the colored areas. In this case, I don't need the black. So this was like ideal because now they don't overlap. When you trace something and then you're trying to create something like this, if you don't know about like internal offsets, you're going to have a lot of overlapping stones. You're going to probably try and delete them individually. And then it's like, say like right here where it's not quite filled in, that's where you're going to double click and you can click on your edit points. You still have no edit points, and that now you can add a point there to fill that in. I kind of want this to maybe fill out a little bit more here. I want one more right here. Most people will tell you to go to your stones, go to freehand, and add a stone. I don't do that. Depending on like how it's set up, I can take this and boom, I now create a second stone. Or I'm going to go here, add a point, and I'm going to pull this up. And I'm going to add a stone like that, move this one. Oh, come on. There we go. I can push that one over some. So you have to play around with it to get it to fill in how you want. You can change the spacing, but that's a lot of like, that's basic. So if you can kind of get here, by the time you get here, you'll probably figure out a lot of the other stuff as far as filling it in. With Silhouette Studio, it is a lot of just playing around with it, moving stuff around, changing spacing, because sometimes you just have really weird spots. And sometimes it's going to be better to just use your freehand and add a stone. So I have to make sure that I am on 6 freehand, add a stone, and then make that yellow as well. Only thing about that is when you want to move it, if it wasn't in the right spot, you got to get like right on it and then just use your arrow keys to move it around. It's Silhouette Studio makes it really complicated. It's aggravating sometimes. I'm good. Shopify is also a Canadian-based company, so their platform is completely based different from Etsy. That's another story, though. I designed the Tumblr in Canva, and the colors are block. So, when you are putting your colors in, if it's not a program like really like Photoshop, your illustrators, where you can really see a really good color. I don't really dabble in Canva, but I'll show you this. So if you come over here to this color palette, if I go to blues, like I have here, and I have to move this around, and all I have is this little sliver right here. But now if I go over to Photoshop and I click on a color, I come in here to like greens and blues or whatever, like my range is like great from here and getting darker colors. It's going to be a lot more accurate, especially if you also have a really great monitor. A lot of the other programs, it's kind of like you're not going to get great colors because it's just a small window. I mean, you can move this over a little bit and it's going to immediately switch the RGB value or the hex code, like just a little bit, and the hex code will change. So here's a little bit different. I don't know how Canva works. If it is more like Silhouette where it's not a really good color range, your colors are going to be off. That's where color charts come in. I cannot stress it enough to use the color charts. If you don't have one, you can go to our website, go under Essentials, or just type in the search. You want to take your color charts, print them out, sub them onto fabric. I have it on fabric. I have it on paper. I have it on mug, on a tumbler. I've seen some people put it on like the metal photo frame so they can have it on like on a magnetic wall. I have them printed out on my regular paper for my pigment ink. I use color charts for everything. As a designer, even though you have these color charts in Photoshop, a true designer, especially if they're going to send it to a print company, yeah, you can go into CMYK mode and all that. True designers are going to use Pantone colors, which are universal. It's very rare that like when it's like, especially for branding and stuff like that, they know the specific color code. You have so many different color libraries. I have a totally different, like on Illustrator, if I go in there, I have a totally different color library for my Roland. It's different than like your standard colors. So true designers are using universal ones that are printed out and they can see it. So I paid, let me see, I'll show you guys. You want to know how much a color chart cost? Let me go to Amazon. And hopefully this like doesn't scare you guys or deter you guys from wanting, like sometimes I feel like me trying to share knowledge also kind of scares you guys. Uh-oh, hold on. Where'd it go? And they have new ones come out all the time. This little flip book, not you, go back. This little flip book is $170. This one, and actually this one might give you two. So 249 colors. It's not just for like, I mean, yeah, they use it for matching paints and stuff like that. But if you go to like what's that thing called? FM Expressions. Hold on. I want to come off real quick just in case something pops up over here. So let's just go to FM Expressions. And let's go to 613 Originals. So when you're going to like these sites, they're going to tell you like they'll have their own colors. I'm just going to go to the 15 cent, the one color. These are spot colors. These are all like you'll see this. These are their available stock colors. This is all they can do. You can choose any other color that you want, but it is. Wait, did I have it on here? Wait, they'll tell you that you can mix to get it like any exact color as far as like a Pantone color. Oh wait, you know why? The single color ones, you can only use theirs. Okay, wait, I have to go to custom transfers. Okay, let me go to full. I think it might show it in full color. So here they charge you extra if you wanted to have a Pantone match. Where in the heck is it? They normally tell you. Come on. They normally tell you if you want to have a Pantone match, what the. Okay, which transfer? Gang sheets. Let's see if 613 says it. One of them says it like if you want to do a Pantone color match, it's like it's extra. Are they not doing it anymore to do specific color matches? Are they not doing color matches? Maybe not anymore. I don't know. But before it'd be like, okay, if you want a specific color, and it's like it's a flip book, and it's this Pantone color charts are basically universal. It's like universal language for color, and they can easily mix it based off of what the Pantone, like your Pantone charts will give you like HT of RGB values. Sometimes I don't think they have hex codes, but they have like different values on it. Yeah, so yeah, it does have HTML code, RGB values, and then the Pantone, because most things are done with. Some of them are very basic. cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Like, how do you mix those colors if you're doing CMYK? Then there's some that has oranges, and if you've ever seen like the really, really big Rollins, they have orange in their inks. Like, it's not just one. Let's see, which one can I go to that might show? Nope, not that one. And that one is $226. It's $800. And then there's some that is on coated paper, uncoated paper. There's ones that's made for print. There's one that's made like for fat. Like, someone can literally drop a couple bags on Pantone charts. I'm trying to find one that has like the one that I have, and it has the orange, greens, and all that stuff on it. Oh, come on. Au contraire. But yeah, I mean, you can go and look up color charts because it's going to be hard for me to find the one that I'm looking for. Yeah, see, these all have just the, and now mine is in the garage. Yeah, see, these are uncoated. So depending on the paper, how you print something depends on the paper. Glossy paper takes ink differently from matte paper. Uncoated paper takes ink differently from coated paper. But there's some that it has like orange values to it. Oranges, like certain, like specific purples, and it gets real serious when it comes to inks. So color chart, color chart, color chart, color charts. Print it out. Use that HTML code or hex code to get the right color. You really do bring life in moments of chaos. I'm not on all the time, but when I do, you always make my day. Oh, thank you. Definitely give the video a thumbs up. I remember those early days with you. I have a Silhouette beginner screen print kit, and it's still in the box. I didn't like Silhouette, so I actually took it back. I don't want them hanging out in my house. Wait a minute. He didn't come back. Speaking of hubby, he didn't bring me no drink. That's all right. That's my key at home now. He gonna get it for me. Makai Jeremiah. Can you Chrissy not here? Oh, can you get mommy ice and water, please? Here's my cup. No, here, my same cup. Huh? Well, I don't want to tap water. Better give me a bottle of water. I remember you did a live on YouTube a while back. You taught me how my ET 15,000 could print longer. You made my life so much easier. Thank you. You are very welcome. I still need to set up my 7210. I'm so scared. I think for nothing. You definitely are, because if you have our pre-fills, you literally set it up like a regular printer, take those out, put the new ones in, and that's it, and you're done. If you don't, but Don, you really don't need it. Like, you don't need it, I don't think. I think that's what the hesitation is. I think you're scared of setting it up and it's just going to sit there and the head might go bad like the big printer. If you really don't need it and you're not utilizing now, and it's not like, okay, because if you really needed it, you would set it up. So I think that's what it is. If you don't mess up that, like, don't put ink in it if you're not going to print from it. You might be more scared about messing the head up like on the Miyake. Thank you so much. You are the best. I ordered the chips from you, just waiting for them to arrive. Thank you. Close the door. I finally used that bomb HS tacky paper. Yay. Yeah, sure cuts a lot is good for rhinestones too. Set up normal computer ink, then switch it to the type of ink. Yep, if it's pigment, it just change each color at a time. Yep. Yeah, edit points come into play for a lot of stuff. I'm glad that you are able to catch me live. Later. I sell crystals, craft stuff, and customs. Is it smart to put all that on one Shopify? Do you already have a Shopify? Do you currently have all of it on a Shopify? The cover chart only works for things designed. So nope, literally anything. If you want to ensure that it is the color that is going to output from your computer, then you print it out and it should still work, because you're looking at the color that it's printing out from your printer, not a program. Can you change the color on an image that you bring in programs like Photoshop? Yes, not to an exact color. You'll get kind of close. And so I'll always change it, and I'll do a dropper to see what the color code is to get as close to it as possible. But that is you trying to isolate that area. So you're photoshopping the file to the image to be able to change the color for that one part. And then you have to use different blend modes sometimes and all that kind of stuff. That's what I got. So next we set up, but not wireless. Hoping it was wireless. For FM expressions, I think when you go to upload, oh, okay. Yeah, I know like they ask you about Pantone colors, but I couldn't remember where it was at. I was up till midnight watching your videos. Started with the first one. What first one? My first YouTube video? You watched my first YouTube video? Like Silhouette or HS Inc? Seriously? You went back that far? You're dedicated. I figured as much. I just want to make bigger designs, but I already have but I did already with this 2720. You showed us how to, yeah, but you don't need to, like, if it's because of that, then definitely set it up. Y'all know I don't like piecing stuff together. I purchased, okay, not how should I use the reference chart portion. Okay, so I'll explain that one. Can I send you an email? Wait, can I send you an email? Can you help me? I'm getting blowout on white for some reason. Sure. The professor at hsinc365.com. Send it there, because the other one that you used to send it to, I hate going into that email. Send it to this one. So I'm going to come back to this one. Pigment ink is just for regular prints. That's what you would make stickers, regular documents, print and cuts. Like, it's just regular ink. Once you print it out, that's how you see it. It's just waterproof. That's the only difference. Sublimation allows you to press to, directly to things. If you were to print with pigment ink and press it to it, you're just going to see a big yellow blob. All right, let's go over here. So the reference chart cannot be used in programs like Cricut Design Space. It has to be used it's great. It's better for Silhouette. Can you use it in Photoshop and things like that? Yes, but you have to have it in a separate window. So let's say all right, we're gonna go file. It's really going to shut down on me. File, open, color chart. And I'll open this one because it has the reference chart on it. For me, the reference chart has a larger color range, especially when I'm creating ombres. I'll make stickers and stuff sometimes. So let's say like I want this exact ombre feel. You don't really get that. I mean, you get it, but it's not. To me, this is a more drastic change going from this color and like the difference between here. I feel like it's more of a gradual change on the reference chart. There are no hex codes, so you have to physically open it up, have your element, go over to the color dropper and sample that color. Then on this one, I don't remember which one I was on. Okay, wait, let's do it like this. Let's go here and there. Okay, I think, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it can be a, well, I think I'm missing some, I missed the color somewhere because it became a harsher cutoff, like a harsher one. But you get, like, to me, like the gradient is a little bit better when I'm doing like these. But let's say I want to, I want one of these colors to fill into a design. I'll normally either make, fill it in with one of these colors. And let's say I'm going to take this. Well, I don't even have to do that. Once I have it here, I can copy. Oh, wait, this is the new version. I'm so used to the old version. I used to go back in and copy the hex code, but now with Silhouette Studio and the fact that it keeps the color palettes, like it shows you your recent colors. If I come back here and let's say I wanted this green to be that one, I just click on it and make it that green. The old version, I used to have to copy the hex code, so I'm kind of conditioned to still do that, but you just go in and you just pull it in and fill it in there. So you have to be able to select it. You can do the same thing in Photoshop. You just have to open up the color chart, and then the same way over here, whenever you go to pick a color, if you use, once you move your mouse away from the color picker and over the design, it's going to pick up that color anyway, and you can highlight the, or over here, you do have to highlight and copy and paste the hex code. So then I would go to the next design, put that in, and so forth and so on. So let's say I wanted that for this one. I didn't have the droppers on a different page. Or actually, let's just go to a different page. Let's go here. I'm going to come here. It does not hold the colors. Like I don't have that one. So I'm just going to go in and hit paste, and it's going to change that. So I would sample it from the chart, put the code, and then now that's there. Make sense? That's how you use that. Oh, you sent it over there already? Okay, don't worry about it. I mean, you just sent it, so I should find it easily. All right. I don't know what I'm looking at. The picture looks so little. Hold on. You mean on the back end, Tim? Or the top part? I mean, I see where like there's more color from the bottom than it is from the top. But did it mess up? I don't know. Is it specks? I can't tell. Or is it just darker down there and lighter at the top? Is that a onesie? What kind of what is it? Oh, you said it's a pillow. I don't know. Tell me what that is. um Essentials to Silhouette Studio is not okay. it's not something that's going to teach you like a project or anything like that. I'll give you a little sample of what essential. Let me open up. I literally go over every single icon of silhouette. It's there for you to get an understanding of where things are. It truly is to get you familiar with where tools are and what their basic functions are. Is it something that's going to go to, okay, this is the crop tool and we're going to do this design with the crop tool? No. Now, I do have some classes coming up that's going to do that, but essentials is really about I call it the ultimate video reference guide. You want to know where a tool is? You heard in the video, they said, okay, go to modify. I don't know where that is. Like it helps you navigate the program, and it tells you like their basic functions. Let's see, essentials. Probably still gain a lot of knowledge and things you probably didn't know about silhouette. I miss this layout. My mom didn't like that layout. I really miss that layout of my office. I don't know why my mom didn't like that layout. I really, really like that one. I want to somehow go back to that layout. That was a much better layout for me. Anywho, I digress. I'm gonna go here. So, like, let's say preferences. I go in and like in my class, I always tell them, yep, you don't have your preferences set up right. So I go through and explain like the benefits of certain preferences. I normally have my icons a lot smaller. I have realized that, visual purposes and what I'm sharing. So things like that. The icons on here are large so that when I'm teaching, you can see them better. Some people would probably rather have them smaller. So it's like, wait, why does your screen look different from mine? How do you have all those icons and I don't? So in the preferences, I explain, okay, here is where you would change it and you would have them this way because of X, Y, and Z. This is up to you. So like things that you're not going to really find in like a regular tutorial where they're breaking it down for you. So if I go like this and I apply it, you see how now these became a lot smaller. If I go to super, super small, one, I need it for class purposes. Two, look here, my eyes aren't what they used to be. So you see how small these are now, but I can see all of them. I don't got time for that. Let me go back to what I like, and I like to see it bigger. So see, now it's like that. Different things like so I'm trying to just jump ahead. So I go through each of those icons. This under general, this is what these mean. Under defaults, you can set it up this way. Display. You go to import, how to set up your tools. And this one was like, just why am I going on knife tool stuff here? I don't know why. It had to be a reason why I kind of did this, because that's under preferences. I don't even know. Maybe it's something with I go through the library, how to merge in, how to open a file. So the design page setup. So understanding the setup of it when you go over here. Let's break this down over here. We're going to start on just creating a design. I am one where I don't really like designing on my design page. Ever. I normally design all over and everywhere else except the design page. I normally bring it back to the design page once I'm ready to either cut or print. But when I'm setting up, I don't like being restricted to this area. So I design everywhere else, and you can definitely do that. Unlike Photoshop, where you have to design within that mat, on that mat, this you can design wherever you want. Sometimes you may push something out so far. If that happens, right here at the top is your zoom in and out using your mouse. What this means is if you select your mouse and it's your left click, you click that and you push up, you get to see all of this. And you can have a design that's way over here. You have to pull it back closer to So it's like things like that is like what I kind of explain in it. And when you kind of come up against something, it's like, okay, where's like that may help me understanding the grids. Why does it move that way? Because it's snapped to grid. So I'm showing you all of these different things. It's not meant for you to try and learn it all at one time. You can watch it, you take notes. You watch it, you take notes, and it will help you navigate the system better and things like that. We go through the color tool and the line tool and using transparency, ways that you'll use them, tracing. I have this whole thing where I break down tracing. Part 5 tracing. That doesn't look, oh, that is tracing. Somebody must have asked a question. And so I go through a bunch of different ones and I show you about tracing things that are color, that are not color, black and white, trace and detach. So it really breaks down all of like the basic, all of your essentials. So it's all of the essentials. Okay. It's a onesie from Cricut. The paper back is still dark, but the right side of the logo. Oh, okay. Did you put a pressing pillow underneath it to raise up the area that you were pressing? Because especially on a onesie, you definitely need to do that. Let's see. Honestly speaking. Yeah, I definitely probably put bodysuit because I don't want to be sued by Gerber. Probably didn't put onesie in the title. Or did it even come back to photo to y'all remember I took all my videos down. It may or may not have come back to here. Let's see. I don't think I put it as onesie. Okay, yeah. Then it didn't come back. I have so many freaking videos. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably bring that one, go back in and take it off of private. But I talk about when it comes to onesies, you have to use a pressing pillow to raise that area up. Oh, well, if you use a pressing pillow, resent a new pick. I'm not sure then. I mean, then that's something on your pressure on your paper, on your heat press. If you use a pressing pillow. Oh, I see that. Did you use a pressing pillow that had Teflon? Was it just the green foam? It may be whatever was like in the middle of it, or like, well, might be from the pressing pillow. I really can't tell like why that happened. Was it something that only happened on a onesie? Did you take that same image with the same pressing pillow and put it on a shirt? Did it do the same thing on that shirt? Is it doing it like on all substrates? If it's not doing on all of them, then it's something specific to what you're doing with the onesie. I'm an Adobe girl, the same way I'm an Android girl. I don't do Apple. I am an Adobe girl through and through. I don't do Affinity. I have the program? Yes, because I paid for it, so it's on here, but I don't do Affinity. I am an Adobe girl through and through. Um, How can I get access to a class I took? It's not in the academy. Purchase it under another email. So if it was a class that was never in the academy and you purchased a long time ago, I sent out an email because I had to clear out before. Those used to be held in a Google Drive, and I sent out an email saying to download them by this day because I had to empty it. So if you didn't download it, whenever I get a chance to actually edit them, because I can't put them on my academy site, you'll have to wait for that. Yeah, if it's a class that just was not originally done on the academy, you won't be able to get access to it if you didn't download it. So Shopify, full on start to finish Shopify. I just did one. When was that? When my mom wanted to start up her Shopify. So I probably won't do a start to finish, like a for beginners or start your Shopify, like you haven't done anything in there at all. Well, not at all. Won't do that anytime soon because I just did one. Depending on when I did that one, it'll probably be like 6 months after that. But I do plan to do one for Saturday, and that's what I was actually designing, was the thumbnail for it. So there is one that's coming up for the Professor School of Creative Business Education, Shopify site optimization. We're going to go over product, photo sizing, description, menus, themes, carts, shipping zones, SEOs, buy now, pay later, payment setups, and more. That's actually going to be on Saturday. I was going to do it today, but I am going to support someone that's new to my program. And because you guys heard before, I was going to do that today. And when she said that she was going to do a live video, I mean, well, I guess I could still do mine, but I didn't want to be burnt out. So I'm going to actually support her and go to her live video. And I'm going to do mine on Saturday. So you guys will see sometime later tonight, tomorrow, for the Shopify one. And it's just for, you have to already have a Shopify site. This is not I'm not going any of the beginning stuff. I'm not going over some like the basic settings and domain. You got to already have your Shopify set up. And I'm going to do like some audits, kind of help you with, I can only help you from silhouette. Now you can do certain things in Photoshop, but I'm a silhouette girl. My girl Shannon, see the other SHANON teaches Photoshop. SHAKEYA teaches Silhouette Studio. And I'm sticking to that because, yeah, it's too much trying to do all of it. But yeah, on Saturday, I will be doing a Shopify site optimization session where I'm going to show you guys how to basically mix a little bit of my Shopify class with a little bit of my Complement Your Small Business, showing you how to get your pictures all to the same size, going over descriptions, setups, especially shipping. Some of you guys are doing shipping way wrong. Later, Jesse. No, you don't, Miss Dawn. You took Complement Your Small Business. It's pretty much the same. And you also have access to the Shopify because you are in doctorate. No, if you sign up, Ms. Dawn, I'm going to refund you and I'm going to block you. You have access to me during creative business. We have Shopify sessions we have website sessions every single month. You can ask questions during those sessions, during the check-in sessions. So I'm telling you right now, as much as most people probably take your money, if you sign up for my Shopify class on Saturday, I am going to refund you and I'm going to block you. Okay? Okay. If you need me, you have me 4 times a week doing creative business on one of those check-ins. Hey, Shakia, I need this. Can you show this? I'm going to block you. I'm gonna block you. Y'all, yeah, I feel like y'all come to class just to hear me talk, but I'm here to help y'all, and I keep telling y'all that if y'all don't ask no questions, I can't help you. Oh yeah, see, no, see, you're a little. Oh, I forgot, you are in doctorate. You going all doctorate students gonna get blocked from Saturday. We got a whole session Tuesday. I'll even be nice and I'll do one in the morning, in the afternoon, and I'll do an evening session on Tuesday. But y'all better not show up to class on Saturday. I'm gonna block y'all. I'm gonna block y'all. She says, I literally just told myself I do not need this class. You don't even have a Shopify. You must have your Shopify set up. I'm blocking y'all. I'm straight blocking y'all. I'm going, no, for real. I'm gonna go through the emails and I'm gonna tell my admin, look, if you see any of these names come up, refund them and block them. All right, let's see. Tuesday, I will give you guys your own Shopify optimization on Tuesday, okay? Goodness. Y'all are doctorate students. Don't do me like this. Yes, exactly. Look, I'm right here with you. I be sneaking and registering for classes. Y'all get my nerves. Oh my God. Yes, please. In the next one. Look at Dims. Oh my gosh. Okay, but let me go back to your. I'm gonna help you now, though, right? Because it might help someone else. So your question was, you have one for your crystals. Wait, what was it? Okay, I sell crystals, craft stuff, and custom. What does craft stuff mean? What does that mean? Craft stuff. When it comes to, all right, I now know, because I know you've probably been on here. Either they're just, because now we're at 2 hours, which I know, and maybe that's what it is. That, I love being on here with y'all. I just come on, I give you a bunch of information, right? But I did a video, right? Got a question for you. I'm gonna ask y'all again on this video. Does Walmart Supercenter sell one thing? Does Target sell one thing? Home Depot is for, you would think, building supplies, but I can go to Home Depot and buy a mop and some toilet paper. And if I get to the counter, I can buy me some candy too. I can buy, what else can I buy that's not really home improvement stuff over there? I can buy home improvement stuff, like building stuff. I can go buy a lawnmower. I can go buy a gas can. I can go buy lights. I can go buy all these different things, right? I go to Walmart. I can buy food. I can buy tampons. I can buy toys. I can buy clothes. I can buy candles. I can buy lights. I can buy so many things, right? Target, same thing. I can buy makeup. I can buy lotions. I can buy medicine, prescription and non-prescription. Because these places have branded to be kind of like, okay, hey, this is like a general store. You have corner stores. You can go buy it. What's called, we call it here, I know y'all call it Arab shirt. You can go, which is basically just a white beater or just a white shirt. You can go and get you one of those. And I'm sorry if that was politically correct. That's just what they call it here. And You can go and get ice cream. You can get a soda. You can get chips. You can get lotto tickets. You can sit there on the little machine and play like the little gambling thing. Like you can do all this in this store. You go into this store and you know you can buy beer. You expected to buy this stuff, right? I can go to right now to Nike. I can buy a polo shirt. I can buy a regular sports shirt. I can buy a hoodie or like sweatsuits. I can buy shoes. I can buy socks. They got some headbands out. I can probably get those as well. They offer a couple of different things. How are you marketing your site? How are you marketing yourself? What is the purpose of your site? Did you even jump the gun in getting a site? Because you don't even know what your business is and you were doing fine. Was it to automize it, or did you get a website thinking that it was just going to bring you automatic sales? People tell you get a website, that's how you make money. If you don't have the money to where you can put a lot of money into branding for the masses, people who are going to come to your website within the first year or so, 6 months to a year, unless you have like this something that went viral, you had an influencer send people to your site and it's something that people want. And what we all do as creatives and creating all these custom things, the people that's going to come to your site are people that's going to be directed there through something that you are doing. You're communicating with them. You're sending them to your site. You're posting on social media and you're letting them know, okay, I sell this, 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 and this. All these different posts and things that will kind of share what you sell. Johnson's Plastics sells sublimation, sells stuff for engraving, sells this, 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 this. I've seen advertisements for theirs that will have a little bit of everything on this advertisement. What are you branding as? You let people know what they're coming to your site for. The only time that it can become an issue is where you are someone that sells maybe blanks and then you sell custom items. And if you have a demographic who is going to be like, wait a minute now, you got the plain white tumbler on your website for $5, but you charging me $50 for a tumbler, because they don't understand that there's more that goes into it. There's designing, there's paper, you got to use electricity. So that's really the only time where it can like somewhat be an issue, but it's also a totally different audience. Someone that likes crystals, do they not like shirts? Maybe you have shirts that talk about liking crystals. You got shirts with crystal designs on it. Now, you can have a very specific shop, and maybe all of your shirts are like, that it's like with crystals and healing, and that's the designs you have on there. You don't have a bunch of other stuff. But then it can be, kind of confusing when it comes to the customized stuff. Because how do you break that up, right? You're saying you do craft stuff. I don't know what craft stuff means. So she says, okay, well, yeah, you got a lot going on. You're more, okay. If you have an audience and you are bringing people to the site, you're in a group, you have your own group, you want to go and you're going to send people there anyway, you're going to have to optimize your site to where maybe you have just a bunch of collections and you're not putting a lot of like, preview type stuff on your on your page. It's more so collections. So I can go and find it. I can go to, hold on. Tell y'all what the problem is. But y'all, mean to be offensive, but it be the blind leading the blind. One person do their site this way, I got to do my site that way, or that's how they did it, and and that's just wrong. Okay. Then I'm gonna go to, and let's go to Adidas. Adidadadum. Dee-da-dum-dum. Dee-da-da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-da-dum. Ooh, that is a good picture, Riri. Yes, come through, Riri. Okay. So here, it's about to be Valentine's season. We know Target sells a bunch of different ish, but they are telling you, they are directing you to what we want you to pay attention to. This is probably what you're here for. It's what's hot right now. This is our Valentine. So you're gonna go there. They got different colors that aid to the fact that this is for Valentine's, and the pinks and the this. It's all about your pictures. Some of y'all got pictures on wood backgrounds and fur that look a little, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, don't look white. It look a little off-white. You got something on this, something on that, because either you don't know how to take pictures and remove the background, or because you're doing it all yourself, you're trying to do team too much. See it sites like this. Once they have a site, they are willing to invest in a graphic designer who, okay, the photographer took the pictures, you send it to the graphic design department. They're going to remove the background. They're going to all of this stuff. This wasn't shot on no pink background. That shadow on that, whatever this is right here, that ain't no real shadow. That's a Photoshop shadow. They took it, they removed the background, they put it on a pink background, and they put a Photoshop shadow on there. Maybe if y'all stop trying to put too many items, you can dedicate time to actually make it look like this. But you got this item and that item and this item and that item and this item and that item. Like, yeah. So now we go, ready to celebrate. We got Black History Month. Okay, I want to know what you have for that. I'm going to that collection, right? And then even in here, oh, are we talking about adult clothing? We talking about kid clothes? We talking about jewelry and accessories? We talking about home? We talking about stationery? We talking about toys? We talking about music and books? Okay, now we got some, just other artists, and it says with 6 limited time collections making impact. So these are Black owned businesses who have their things there. So she specializes in, this person, in candles, and this one they have jewelry and things like that. So this person has colored pens. This is what their business is. I'm pretty sure you go to their site, you ain't gonna see all this other stuff and foolishness, all that stuff on it, because that's what their business is. They're gonna have a bunch of different candles and like a bunch of different earrings, different colors. But some people's sites are like that. To be honest, ones where you really are talking to a certain demographic, it is going to be beneficial for you. How if you have it, you can work in the beginning until you're able to separate it, right? Maybe you feel like financially you don't want to separate, you don't want to maintain 2 sites. But as you if different clientele, your customers that are coming for custom shirts and stuff like that, if you don't have it set up and they have to go through all of your blanks to find out what they need to get to order theirs, it's going to be a problem. How can you really talk to your clients? This one is just general. You're coming here for general stuff. It just really depends on how you want to segment it. So all this stuff was under that collection. Now, this is a more extensive website than Shopify, but you can see how you click on one, it goes to these. Sites like this can do that. Yours may not be able to. One, half of y'all want to pay for free themes. Want to use free themes. You can probably have something that's a little bit more like this, but you're like, okay, well, I don't want to pay for a theme. Well, then you want your site to look crazy. There's ways to make it work. I'm not going to tell y'all all the ways to make it work on here. It ain't nothing against y'all. It's against folk who like to steal stuff. I'm sorry. I know, Shawnee. My bad. But there's ways to break it down and make it work. for your budget. Now look, prep for the big game. This month we have all this stuff going on. We got Valentine's Day, we got Black History Month, we got Lunar New Year, we have prep for the big game. Then we have just their regular stuff. It's also about to be spring. They have a lot of stuff here. But they also have the manpower to segment it out. So is it a bad thing to have all this stuff on one? No. If you are able to have proper pictures, if you are able to properly segment it, this is something where even if all this stuff was created by the same person, guess what? The owner isn't on the website doing all this stuff. But we're starting out. We can't pay somebody to do our website for us. Then that's where you take a step back. Stop trying to do everything, thinking that it's going to bring you more money. It's just going to bring you more stress. They say more money, more problems. No, more crafts, more problems. Narrow that stuff down. Stop trying to do too much. Let's go to Fenty, one of my favorite ones. Very simplistic. I tell you, I love what they do with the designs. I love it. I love it. I love it. You're going to see like the makeup and you hover over. You're going to get, secondary pictures. We have some people don't like big images in the middle. Honey, I'm always here for it when their models are just looking amazing, especially Riri. Oh, I need her to go and do me some beauty stuff with that. Also with her glowing belly and stuff. Like, I cannot wait. Photoshopped. It's all set up. This was a picture taken. They pulled it out. It's on a background. These things are not done directly on the website. This is like the way they have it set up. This is going to be a JPEG. Okay, we're going to upload this JPEG. We're going to move it down. It's going to go here. This whole thing right here. Actually, no, this is probably within their theme because this is switching out. No, actually, it's switching out without me touching it. So that was one that they created that is like a movie one that's probably done with coding. Or it could be a theme one, and it's just, this could be a themed section. And so this one is basically a mini video. So you can basically put a slideshow type video there. So it's going to automatically flip through it. Like up here, it flips to it once you hover your mouse. This one is just going. So most likely this was one where they inputted a video, which was basically a slideshow. Like that's all it is. And then you have the graphics in the middle. Very, very simplistic. Some people always say, oh, I scroll and I don't find, it took me forever to find X, Y, and Z. She got all kind of makeup and stuff on here, but it's appealing that, ooh, I want to look through it first. I like this. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. I never feel like, okay, wait, where's what I want? Oh, look, there's a baby bump, bitch. Oh, look at me. Okay, my bad. Okay. But then if I go shop all, I can browse the site or I can go to shop all. Okay, I came on here for some lip gloss because my lips always ashy. Let me go over here to the lip gloss section. Some of you guys don't have drop downs. You don't have collections. They're all over the place. Like, the reason why you probably aren't getting sales is they come in and like, anybody got time for this? Goodbye. This is team too much. Okay, I like your site set up, but how do I find what I need? You don't have no drop downs, no nothing. Some of you have said that, oh, I was told you don't want to have all these collections. Let me go. Exhibit A. We go here, go to categories. They got like 1,000,001. All of these are basically collections. Someone has broken this up into collections. You go to patio and garden. Guess what? We got more collections. Show more collections. Some of this stuff will be in one place and still in the other place because it's a whole bunch of collections. Whoever told y'all, you don't need all them collections. I don't know who told y'all that lie because big stores, you know what they got? Collections. They got a regular collection that say, well, this is a menu one that says categories and give you all these collections. Then they have a collection that is for deals. Okay. Then they broke that down into a weekly deal collection. Oh, a top deals collection, red card exclusives collection, Target Circle offers. Oh, all these on their back end. Oh, they are all collections. Oh, what's new? What's new for women's arrivals? Oh, that's a whole collection. Beauty, that's a whole collection. Kids, you see where I'm going here? If you aren't taking the time to set your site up to make it easier for your client, your customers to shop because you have so much stuff, you're not getting sales because you're not putting in the work. You can do it, but it does take a lot of work to build a great site. And if you're trying to make the items and build the site, that's where an issue comes in at. So for you, it's like the crystals and the shirts, I can probably see them together. The craft section, those are truly two totally different audiences and how you would speak to them. Because if I'm a business and I'm coming to you for creative items, I really don't care about your crystals. I really don't care about your customs. I make custom items, so I don't really care about yours for most people. So when you're saying a craft section and stuff and it's like blanks, those, I'm sorry, I would recommend that you take them off because yours is too different. Now, especially with the crystals and the customs. And it's like, what all are you doing with the customs? In my what's that thing I just did? Business to business mindset shift. I gave an example of how you could potentially put your custom items and your blanks on the same site. Now, those crystals, that really is what puts you in a totally different, yeah. I have 2 sites. I'm actually about to have 3 sites. Could I have all of y'all on, for certain parts of it, like on one? Yeah, but I'm going to segment it out because I want, when you come here, it's for this. If you don't need certain things, you don't have to go on there. My HS Ink designs. I'm not selling my shirts, my mugs. Technically, y'all make them. Can y'all make my design? No. I'll sue you. But you guys make stuff. So I'm not going to show ready-made stuff on HS Ink or 365. They have the same name, yeah, but it's HS Ink Designs. It has a totally different. If I'm being honest, a lot of my recent orders are like other people. I've talked to you guys about my HS Ink Designs, and I think maybe only 2 of my followers have actually gone on here and purchased anything. I don't know if y'all go look, oh, I can make it myself, or y'all are quick to ask me, well, can I have the design because you want to make it yourself? No, homie, like that's my work. Like that's like saying, when y'all go hsinkdesigns.com, y'all making a shirt and someone's gonna say, and I see y'all, complain about that all the time too. They want to use me for my work. Oh, I went into what the heck? HS Ink Design. Oh, I'm missing a W. That's why. I was like, what the heck? All right, there we go. Because most of you guys just want the file. You always ask me, what you gonna sell that file? You gonna sell that file? You want to make it your own. So why would I put my shirts on the HS Ink 365 site? Y'all gonna bypass that because y'all looking to make it yourself. So I speak to a different audience. I've shown this site several times to you. Not very many of you have gone to purchase, but when I am marketing it to the demographic that wants this and they understand the message and they want to represent the message, they go on the site and they purchase. This is a perfect example of speaking to 2 different audiences. As much as you guys like the way it looks, it's in your mind, I can make that myself. Why she just won't give us the file? Sell me a transfer. I want to make it myself. You're not thinking to buy this, where I'm speaking to people who want to buy this and I connect with them on a level where they can see themselves wearing it and they want to purchase it. So that's the difference in it. Ooh, anybody bold enough to do that? You want to do some audits? Someone wants to drop their site and let's take a look at it. Do understand? I'm going to be very, very honest. Drop your website. Is it Be Embellished? Is this one yours? Be Embellished. No, it's org. Okay, Be Embellished. This is your Facebook one. Be Embellished LLC. No, that's not you, is it? No. Oh, wait, that is you, Crystals. So I have a question. Why'd you put LLC in your web address? Or why's your site? You don't have to have that where that's your site is called Be Embellished LLC, or yours is already there. So for anyone else, you don't have to have that in your title of your site, or like in your, not your site, the web address. Nike is just Nike. It doesn't say Nike Corporation. Nike is just Nike. Now, in all of the official documentation at the bottom of it, on the shipping or terms and conditions, you're going to see, the corporation. But you guys don't have to put that in your web address. Okay. So let me just kind of take a quick look. All right. Let's go over here. Right. I'm kind of seeing this. Just want you to kind of see a difference in looks and clarity of logos. This is why we have to be mindful about what type of logos we get. I would not be able to, I don't really identify with that. It looks like B. I'm not sure if embellished is like written all the way out. That's one of the things that stood out to me, as far as just like with branding and stuff like that. So I don't look at the difference in your favicon and everybody else's favicon. There's a lot going on. Hi, bud. Yes, come. What happened? Where's your shoe? What he did? Come on.
You know what he did yesterday? He took his shoes off. He know better yesterday because that's today. Because
Yes. Look, Miss Lydia wanted to say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, why are you crying? You want the French fries?
Uh-huh.
Daddy gonna give you French fries?
Uh-huh.
Oh, want mommy to go get you French fries?
Uh-huh.
Okay, can I have a kissy? Okay, mommy take you get French fries, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Go take your school clothes off. All right, so let's see. So just notice like this here. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of scroll through. One of the things that I do try to avoid is things like this, where you have an open space. If you're going to have it where you're going to show so much stuff, try to put something there. So if you didn't have enough, what are these things called? Collections and things, you can create a collection that so you can just have the picture and then put it, because this is basically, I can know that this is like a featured, a collection list. So you can create a collection that don't really go into anything, and you probably could have done it if it's 4 here. You could have done this one as like a just a regular image, and then this one, and then it will fill up all of the spaces. This always kind of throws me off. I had to go through that with mine, where I when I changed, because we just recently changed the site again. So like with here, and everything is like this. There was one that was by its lonesome, and so I end up, I think I didn't have the sample packs on here. I didn't have something, or maybe I had the sample packs. I didn't have. It was something that was missing, and so I added so that it's even across the bottom. All right. And let's see. So that's the only thing. So I like the social proof, fast shipment. Everything was packed perfect, nothing cracked or broken. The crystals are beautiful, beautiful. Price reasonably, love it. Totally satisfied and highly recommend. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I like the pictures. I'm not mad at this background because of how this is laid out. So I'm not mad about that. Here is crystals are a natural product from the earth. Please expect them to have dips, cracks, da, da, da. All right. The one thing that I don't see on here, it's for your industry, it's going to be a little bit different. It would have been nice to see some type of banner or something that lets me know about crystals. It's like you went straight to collections, and that's all that's on your page. And there's nothing here that talks about crystals, the benefit. Every business is going to be different. But like with yours, it would have been nice to have, something at the top that talks about, are they for relaxation? Are they for migraines? Are they for just to be pretty? I know I watch, what's the girl name? B Simone, and she likes the jade roller, and she says, it's supposed to bring you wealth and prosperity or something. She got like a jade roller. She got something else, and she always, she just does this stuff. I don't understand the purpose of it, but she likes crystals. It would be nice to kind of see that on there. I don't know. Let's see. And then, and for me, be embellished. Like there's the ones in the jars. So I probably would not connect the stones to be embellished, especially without something. I'm not saying that you have to have something that says like crystals has to be that way, but be embellished seems very, very, very like it's just like be embellished. Like it makes me think, like when I came here, just off that name, I wouldn't have expected this, because I don't think of embellishments. Like it's be embellished. So it's like, oh no, the name may not, now maybe if you had something that somewhat explained what that was. So you had a tagline that was something about why it's be embellished and why it's crystals. That might help me bridge the gap. But just be embellished, and I come here and it's crystals. I don't necessarily see them on necklaces or jewelry. Now I see it down here, but that's on the third row. So yeah, I'm not really connecting with the be embellished. Like I can see if it was I'm trying to think of a different name, but I don't know, just be embellished. What I will say, I would have expected this. All right, so we have home, Facebook, blogs, shop all, flames and freeforms, spear crystals, generators, double termination, tumblestones, gifts. So are there anything that is, let me see, like do certain ones have different, like here, I don't know anything about stone, like I don't know anything about crystals, like I really, really don't. So I'm trying my best to kind of all of these say coming soon. I would not even have them up here with it. Why not create a separator? And then there's 3 of them. You could have done a coming soon. Okay, coming soon. Oh, and many more. What's the purpose of that? Nope, get rid of that. That's carvings. Okay. Specimens. Okay. Maybe a little blurb about, about carvings, about specimens. And many more. Nope, that's too vague. At first I thought maybe it was something with these little hearts. Get rid of that one. Then that would have left the jury by itself. I don't know. You really just took your homepage and just put a collections list, and nothing on here really tells me I love this. I probably would love to see something like this a little bit higher and not at the end. And if I have spear crystals, I don't have to scroll. It's literally right here. So seeing this here, like, you go to my site. For certain things, you would have to scroll. Like, my pictures are really big, so you would have to scroll quite a bit to find it. That's why on my site we have, let's go to Sublimation Inc. So we have the regular formula, everything that has to do with Sublimation Inc. is here. Oh, wait a minute. Where's my 812 stuff? Oh, gotta have them fix that. See, I hate this. Oh, this drives me nuts. So, but I really can't control that because that's just the number of things in the collection. But why is my 812s not here and my formula B? Now I got to go back in and figure out what's going on with this, and why are you showing sold out when I just updated you, but I don't know. But Pigment Ink, we're gonna go here. Everything that you want for Pigment, the regular, the individual bottles, the full sets, the bundles, the kits. You don't have to scroll through. Like, I can't. You see how many things are here? So imagine if I would have listed all of those down here. So for this one, I did, of course, the fast dry, the tacky paper sheets, the tacky rolls, essential stuff. Oh wait, this is all messed up. This is supposed to be other essential. So this is like the chip resetter, the heat tape, formula B. Not really supposed to be there. This right here. Oh yeah, this time I got all mixed up. This was supposed to be like a quick look at collections that had syringes and needles and stuff like that. And then it was bundles and this is all. Now we go into the pigment. Well, yeah, why are you here? Pigment's there. I got to go back in there. I didn't even realize it was messed up like that. And then the samples were at the bottom because these and these were flanking. There's a different in the middle. Yeah, I got to go back and fix this. But it's a long stroll. But if I want paper, it says paper, but I also see that I have a drop down. So let me just hover to see what's there. Then if I don't need to see fast dry, I wanted tacky paper, I'm going to go to tacky paper. Or if I wanted a sample pack, I can go straight to the regular sample pack, tacky paper sample pack. I came here for the rolls. Ooh, I'm missing tacky sheets on here. Or are both of them here? No, so that takes me to this one. If I'm looking for silhouette stuff, like that's there. Like, I don't have anything on my site because that's not really mine, but people like to use my links, my recommendation links. I'm going to have that there because y'all ask about it. I really kind of don't want that on the site. Now I have my link tree and that works better, but I had that on here before. HS Ink Digital. It's not a drop down. I could even segment this. Okay, is this a 3D file? Is this a template? I can put templates. I can put design files. I can put some, PNGs. I can really break this down. But I go here and it just goes to everything under that's been labeled as HS Ink Digital. So you have generators, towers, and whatever. This is not sure what that means. Ooh, these are cute though. These are nice. So I'm not sure if these are bigger, why they are a different image. The one thing I like about this is these are all the same size. They all have the same image. So even if you had, let's say, this one right here, there are certain themes where if you hover over it, it can switch to a different one. So maybe these, once you hover over it, it went to this image here. So that's throwing me off a little bit because you have a mixture of them like not in your hand and then in your hand. So I'm not sure how extensive yours is and what theme you have, but or like what order you can put them in. But I probably would have had them to where maybe it was like all of these and then all the ones in your hand. Going back to like these pictures, you have a big or small one. So making it more cohesive instead of, okay, right smack dab in the middle, it's the one of the ones in your hand. Because I'm thinking like, okay, well, why these in your hand and why those aren't? And it could have been at different time frames, different photo shoots. So make it look like it's intentional and put ones that are like here. They're all, it looks like they're graduated. Small, medium, big, small, medium, big. But you took this one in a landscape picture, this one in a portrait, and it zoomed out. They should all be the same so that they all line up. Make sense? And then let's see. Oh, this, okay, maybe that's me. It's sorted by best selling. All right, so featured. Okay, there we go. That's why that's up here and it's sort by all products, filter by. So, okay, you have this one and they can go to like that. Tumble stones. We have a large variety of tumble stones. Great for adding jars, pouches, featured. So here, the main picture, I would have had maybe a picture of whether it was mixed stones or something that said, like, you know, how you have the picture, like the bottle, maybe like stack them. Because when you're looking at it from here and you see all like just this, you can have it where your main picture is to draw them in. And then you have all of these other pictures. And if you want to not have a, like, you know, because this is what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. So there's 30 of them. Yeah. I probably wouldn't have put 30 pictures, 30 individual pictures either. But it's almost like I did it with my paper. First time I did it, everything was in one. Do everything here. Now I do have it where you can go to individual papers and they're not like all under one. It depends on the buyer. This could aggravate someone because I can't really, and you see when you go over it, I actually despise hover themes because it's so small. I probably would have appreciated more where it was one of the ones where you click it and it gets bigger, because the way how, like the size of this window, I could never see the entire thing. This is going to drive me nuts. I'm like, okay, I can't even see it to know if I really like it. I might bypass you. If I'm not really into crystals, if I'm new, I'm coming into this and I'm new to crystals, this might make me like bypass you. You have a quarter there, but you did not take all of these pictures at the same distance. So I'm looking at a quarter zoomed in, I'm looking at a quarter zoomed out, but then these look really huge. They're not all consistent. If you're going to do something like that, you're going to have a reference, you know, maybe if you're using like a tripod, and this would be the perfect time to use a tripod, you might mark on it exactly where you put that at for your camera. That way, everything is pretty much shot at the same distance. So the quarters look the same. Because them being at different sizes really doesn't let me know, like, are these really big? Oh my God, it's driving me crazy. I want to zoom in on it, but are those really big, or the top one's just really small? Because the quarter size is different on all of these. Make sense? Same thing with this. I'm not sure if that's a crystal thing to where you put a coin there for them to, I'm not, if you know any other crystal sites, let me know and I'll go look at them off camera. You know, not, I wouldn't do it on yours, but while I am auditing yours, but I'm not sure if that is a thing in the crystal world where you have to have an indicator of like the size, and is that something that is for newbies, like someone who's new to crystals, so they want to know the size. But if I'm somebody that knows crystals, would I not already know that by looking at it? Like, I know, okay, this looks like it's crushed up, so these are going to be small ones. Like, and then if there's a difference between larger stones and the ones that are like not say crumpled, but what's the word I'm looking for? Like this one. If there's a difference in how they're used, why not have a collection for large stones, medium stones? I understand there's tumbles, but it seems like they're different sizes. Like these are a lot smaller pellets than the other ones. So why not take those and make those a collection? Because what if I'm someone that doesn't like the thick stones? Now I got to go through all of this and I like the little pebbles. So maybe consider separating those like that. You have a lot of amethyst. What if I want to see all of your amethyst? Why don't you have a collection that's just amethyst? Maybe I'm looking for a certain color. Do we have green stones? And that's a collection it's based off of color. Natural stones, even though this is floral, was it agate and then fire quartz, but they're kind of natural tones. So why do we have a natural collection? Because maybe I'm decorating my home and I want to put that. I'm not sure if that's for decorating homes. Again, I don't know stones. But if I'm looking for more of natural tones, I got to go through all of this. I mean, I see that, I guess, are they in alphabetical order? No, because then you have a C and then a U. So then, yeah, we're not even in alphabetical order. So what was the thought process in putting these together? So how do I find these? So it's little things like that. So we got aqua marina, and then let's see, black, Brazilian. So, okay, it is in order that it's here, but why are we not in alphabetical order? No, wait, are we? No, here we are. So black. So if I'm on here, so aqua marina, and then here. So if I want to go to this black tourmaline in quartz, you don't have a picture that, well, no, okay, that one is there. All right, let's see. Let's go to this one. So it stayed on this picture. Why didn't it flip to the one that had that picture? Where is it? Oh, wait, is that this Brazilian one? Oh, see, I would have never thought that because this says Brazilian and then this says no, because there's a Brazilian one here. So then where this one at? Yeah, I don't see that one. And so it's not even flipping to the picture that has that so that it can come up. That might be something that makes someone turn away, you know? If they say that they thought that it was bigger, then okay. So is that coming from someone who naturally, like, they are new? Are you getting that question from people who are new to stones? Or this is something that, they should know stones? If not, at that top section, or maybe before you get into here, you have something that really explains the differences in stones. Give rather than a quarter, like, to me, you can tell me, oh, I thought they were going to be bigger. That quarter really doing nothing for me. But maybe if you had some sort of description that describes how they're used, and to help me kind of measure the size, like how I would use them, that probably would be better and kind of combat some of that. I thought it was bigger, I thought it was smaller, because again, I don't know how they're used. And really nothing on here, if I was new to this, nothing on your site told me what stones are for, or what crystals. I'm saying stones. I'm sorry. Nothing on here tells me what crystals are for. What are they used for? Do they have healing power properties? Your site tells me none of that. To me, your site comes off as, you better already know about crystals. If you don't, look, you're going to be lost over here. Okay, if you haven't gotten it personally, I saw in reviews of others, Why are you making your site based off of reviews of others and it has nothing to do with you if that hasn't become an issue for you? Because if your target audience basically deals in crystals, they're gonna know. And I'm seeing this. Okay, this one of the ones that's like some Skittles. Pop them in my hand. The other ones, it's kind of a little bit bigger. So why do we need to do this? Because of something you saw on somebody else's site. Okay, not those, but on other crystals, they do have descriptions. So why doesn't all of them have descriptions? I shouldn't have to go to the others. That's the thing. That's probably why you're losing. If you're not satisfied with sales, that might be the reason why. I have to go somewhere else to find out about this. Why is it not over here also? So this one says we have a large variety of tumbles, big and small. The tumbles listed here are sold by the ounce. Tumbles are great for adding to candles, adding in crafts, jewelry, and so much more. Tumbles are versatile, in my opinion, necessary to make sure you grab yourself some. Okay, they're necessary. So you just told me I can add these to crystals and crafts and jewelry. So, well, in candles, crafts, jewelry. It would have been nice to maybe see even if you don't make it, this is when you start to collab with people. Someone who makes candles with crystals, you purchase them, and now somebody else can visualize. You don't have to put their label on if you paid for it, but now you have a picture, and you're going to have some of the smaller stones in a candle, some of the larger stones in a candle, and that will give them more of a reference of the sizing. So these big stones, you're going to really see it in this candle. The smaller stones, you're not going to see it. I would have never thought to put stones in candles because I'm like, okay, when this melt, am I going to have a bunch of stones and just like got a whole bunch of wax around it? How that work, Harpo? So I wouldn't have really thought, I never would have thought that these go in candles. So that would have been nice to know that these are for candles and seeing something visual. Just because you sell just the crystals doesn't mean that you can't show how it's used. Oh, wait, let's go back over here to Rihanna's site. We have pictures of this, but we also have the swatches so I can see it. Oh, but I'm going to eventually see some models that have these things on. What's being sold ain't Rihanna and her cute face, but it's okay. I'm seeing how this color is going to look. Okay, I'm just might be digging this. So if the crystals can be used in all these different ways, look at this one. Okay, your lip, we're going to find your shade, but they're showing it like on lips, or if it's eyeliner, things like that. We're going to come here. Baby, if they would have showed me just this there, what's that for? But she is, modeling this. So let's go shop women. No, I don't want to do none of this. Okay. Same exact dress. So I have a little skin tight chick. I got me a little thick chick. Hey. Got me a little skin. Well, she's skinny, girl. You nice and plump, honey. Girl, booty for days. Yes. But we have a nice little thick, little thickums over here. Yes. Okay. Oh, honey, I'm not paying $140 for no catsuit. Where the rest of the material? That is sheer. So now I understand that this is clothing, but baby, I'm gonna let you see how good you gonna look from every angle, honey. I want you to know you ain't just gonna look good from the front, you're gonna look good from the back, the side. Put your arms up while you're shaking it in the club. Oh, and you can dress it down and make it sporty. See, this is come hither. You want to be sexy, but then we can also dress this down. You got you a little bag, got you some shoes. This tells a story. This tells me, okay, I'm not her, honey. I cannot be going out like that. I'm not wearing no heels. Oh, wait a minute. I can wear this with some tennis shoes. Okay. Like, and then here is just the regular mock-up. We had a lifestyle picture, well, a pose picture, and then we have like just the mock-up. We got some zoomed in. I'm going to let you see the mesh. Yes, we know they have money to do all of these things. when it comes to their site, but this is what makes people go to their site and actually want to buy. Okay. All right. I feel like I beat up on you enough. Gifts. All right. So I have a question. I know someone that likes stones. I mean, I keep saying stones. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be not politically correct and call them out of turn, because I don't like when people call value decal stickers. So I am someone that likes crystals. Even as my husband is looking for a gift for me because I like crystals. But you're telling me the only thing that is a gift are these pens. In other words, you're basically saying to me that everything on your site is only for the person that likes crystals. I only want to attract the person that knows about crystals. Even comes to this site to buy me crystals. I don't know. I just know that woman, every time I turn around, she buys some crystals. Look, it's Valentine's Day. I'm trying to get me some tonight. I just want to make sure she like this gift. So I know she always talk about crystals. I'm gonna try and prove that I know her so she can go ahead and give me some tonight. Girl, I can't even. I'm a walk. I ain't gonna get none tonight because I don't know nothing. You tell me gifts. She ain't gonna want no opinion. I know she like crystals. So why are you making it to where this is the thing that is considered gifts? Because on this site, if I'm looking for a gift, I can purchase from your site for it to be a gift for someone else. Your whole site is gifts. Now, maybe if you made this gift ideas, it's not just a pen. Maybe you had a bundle set. So now when even come to the site, okay, she made it easier for me. I'm going to get her a pen with this one in it. I'm going to get her some tumbles, and I'm going to get this because now I got me a little bundle set. That is a gift. For someone that don't know nothing about this, look, I ain't got time to read through all these. What the heck is a flames and a free form? What this do? Like, wait a minute now. I don't know nothing about this. I mean, she kind of like them colors. Why we got A, B, and C on here? Oh, well, I guess you have this like this. I probably would have found like a different name or something. Maybe I don't know. That just seemed weird like that. But okay, all right, okay. I guess I just want to get some tonight. It's Valentine's Day. I just want to get some on Valentine's Day. I ain't got time for this. You ain't got no gifts. Like, okay, let me click on that one and buy it. That's where gifts should be. So, yeah, that's my maybe more than you thought you were going to get when I audited your site. But, and I even go into the other stuff as far as like what your terms and conditions and all that kind of good jazz looks like. That's just on the surface. What we getting delivered now? You are definitely helping me look at it completely different. Yay. Hopefully in a good way. The rest of y'all are real quiet. Thank you. So I'm done. In more ways, we've been on here almost 3 hours. I thank y'all because I was having a very, 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 very rough day. So I thank y'all. And hopefully this helped y'all as much as this helped me. Like I said, this is therapy. I'm totally gone from where my headspace was. So this was definitely, people do retail therapy. I do help therapy. They all super quiet, let me get beat up. No, I hope it wasn't like a beat up. No, but I mean, those are things that people don't think about. If you're someone that sells custom shirts, everything on your site is a gift. But then maybe you create those bundles that's a gift set so that when someone's coming, to your site, I got a wife or I got a husband that's very much so, let's see, maybe you got a bunch of shirt or like a whole collection that we're in Black History Month. If I know that I have a significant other or a friend, they like all that, eccentric and like eclectic and ethnic type things, and I want to get them a gift. Okay, well, you got a tumbler set, you got a rag, you got this. That's like a combination of this pattern. I can make a gift set for them. Um, that's where gift sets will come in at. Like I was supposed to do it for HS Inc. to create Valentine's Day gift sets, but it's just been, yeah, it's coming up, so that someone, I want to support my significant other's business. I want to support my cousin's business. He's always saying nobody supports me. So their birthday is coming up. They always talking about HS Inc. They keep talking about this girl, Shakia the Professor. I had someone, let me tell y'all something. I had someone for Mother's Day. What they wanted for Mother's Day was to buy them HS Inc. supplies and a one-on-one session for me. I was like, wait, what? You never know what someone might consider a gift. Her daughter-in-law or daughter purchased it as a gift to her, a one-on-one session with me and with a personalized message. So I end up calling her on Zoom and presenting her gift to her, that they wanted to gift her a one-on-one session with me. And I'm like, did they buy her products, or was it just a one-on-one session, or was it a gift card? I think, or did I give her a gift card? I don't forget, but it was, you never know if someone wants to get something from your site as a gift. But if you don't present it that way, that is a possibility, then you're possibly losing the sale. If your site is made only for the end user, you're losing out on the sale. You're selling business to business, but okay, I see you hustling, you trying to do all this stuff. For your birthday, I'm not gonna keep buying you no flowers. I went and bought you a starter pack. I went and bought you some tumblers, some mugs, some this. This is for your business. So now when you make this, that's 100% profit for you. Your site doesn't have to be just for the end user. If somebody's coming to support their loved one in their dreams. I call decal stickers all the time. No, don't do that. Yes, I would have never thought about it in that way. What about when you offer multiple custom items? I'm working on my site. I do tumblers, shirts, basket, mirrors, fans, and a couple other things. So your site is about you making customs. It's like, I don't want to do another one. Okay, you're working on your site. Do you have a Facebook? Do you have an Instagram? Do you have a phone full of pictures? I need to see that first. Do you have an Etsy? If you don't have any of those that's showing what you do, and everything is just, okay, well, somebody told me you can make shirts. Okay, wait, let me send you a picture of the ones I did. You don't have anywhere where there is a collection of the things that you made, so I can kind of see. That will help me determine whether or not you even need a site. Okay, so you're on Facebook. Inbox me your a link to your Facebook or whatever. I want to see how your pictures are before I can even kind of give you any directions on, okay, I have baskets, mirrors, fans. It really like how you put it together. I mean, like I said, Target has all these different things. How are you describing when it comes to birthday? Is it for birthday shirts? Is it for retire? Can I order just anything? What does that look like? How do you want that site? How do you want them to shop with you when it comes to that? I can't. I've been on here for 3 hours. I can't. Just inbox me. Yay! Glad you got your paper. And shameless plug. You guys can get your paper too. Tell your loved ones you would like for Valentine's Day. Don't get you any flowers. You don't need candy. What you need is support for your business. So have them visit hsinc365.com. Make your life a little easier with a template or two. These make great gifts as well as our sublimation paper that allows you to sublimate as low as 365 degrees, as fast as 30 seconds with most heat presses. Now, my Hydronics, I can go a little crazy. I can go 25 seconds for 360 degrees, but everyone is not like that. Make sure that you go ahead and let your loved ones know, I don't want, either get me a gift card to the ultimate one-stop shop for all my print and business needs, or don't get me nothing. No, don't give me, no, not give me nothing at all. Just give me the cash, or go buy it yourself and have it shipped to me. Tell them to put this on the gift. I even put a personalized message on it. If they say it's a gift of my boo thing, I'm supporting her business. Might need to go ahead and put that on the site. That was a real good idea right there. Might need to put it on the site. But visit hsink365.com for your sublimation ink, sublimation paper. You guys saw that the colors are the same for Formula B, so do not be afraid to order the Formula B ink. All right. Okay, I'm officially at 3 hours. I'm gonna go. And I'm kind of glad I didn't do my class. I think I just want to relax. This will be another one of those days where I take a moment for myself. Not, some for myself, but maybe just get out of my office where I don't have to sit in front of lights. So this is how I rather be in my office. I'm gonna show y'all. These lights are horrid. This is how I rather be. But I need to be bright for y'all. But this is how I rather be, because them lights are harsh. All right. Thank you. Definitely go back and hit the like button. And I'm also staying on here shamelessly, I need my watch hours for my live videos on Facebook. Silaholics Anonymous. Go check it out. All right, y'all. I shall talk to you guys later. I'm about to go to Chick-fil-A and get me some fries and a tea. Come back and lay it down. Actually, no, I don't feel like driving to Chick-fil-A anymore. I might go to Miami Subs. If y'all want to contribute to my, I'm just playing. All right, y'all. Later. Until next time, have a great one. No, I can't do this. I can't close out like this. This color look crazy. That side. This side. Much better. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible.